I'm Natasha Monia from Animal Health Ireland. The winter period is a time when lice and mite problems usually come to the surface. Winter housing creates an ideal environment for parasites to thrive. The close contact with animals and the long hair coats and the cozy, humid environment is ideal for the parasites. In the spring, when animals again are on pasture, the sun, the UV rays, and the shorter hair coats and the distance between the animals mean it becomes less of a problem again. The signs of lice and mite infections are similar: hair loss, scratching, and the scratching can be so severe that they actually cause secondary wounds with infections. In the case of sucking lice, severe infections can even cause anemia. Animals can be so itchy to the point that it affects their behavior and their general welfare. They can lose weight or not gain weight as expected and miss their growth targets. Essentially, if there is a lice or mite problem on farm, it's worth treating. To treat lice and mite infections, there are two main types of products on the market. The first are the synthetic pyrethroids, and these can be a pour-on or a spot-on product. The second group of products are the clear drenches, the ivermectin type products. And these can be a pour-on or an injectable type. They're commonly known to farmers for use as wormers in Ireland. But we are seeing problems with anthelminthic resistance in gutworms, and so we need to use these products wisely as part of a parasite control plan. So what is the best way to use a pour-on product? Before starting, make sure you know what the withdrawal period is for the drug that you're using, especially in finishing animals. Then read the label. There are differences between how to use the product between brands. And thirdly, make sure that the dose is correct for the weight of the animal in front of you. Underdosing can lead to the drug being less effective. Check if you are using a spot-on or a pour-on product, because they are designed to be used differently. A spot-on needs a large concentration of drug, usually in one or more spots, often between the shoulders. Pour-ons are designed to be poured along the top of the spine. Try not to get all the product in one side or all in the front and none left for the back end. If the animals are not being kept in housing, be aware that the rain can wash some of the product off and make it less effective. If the hair is particularly long or dirty, clipping along the top of the back can also help this process. In theory, this removes some of the long hair that's an ideal environment for the lice. Always wear gloves when handling these products for your own safety, and make sure you dispose of the empty bottles and any leftover product in a safe way, away from watercourses, as these products can be extremely toxic to fish. So what if you treat the animals and the infection comes back? There could be a number of reasons for this. Firstly, none of these drugs work very well against the eggs of the parasites. And you might treat the animal, but then the eggs hatch and grow out and you have a reinfection after 3 to 4 weeks. Also, if there's a particularly heavy infection, you might need to retreat the animals. Lice and mites need direct contact between animals to spread. They complete their life cycle on their host and don't survive long outside in the environment. If you treat animals that are only showing the clinical signs, like the hair loss or the itching, the treatment could work, but then after the product wears off, they will become reinfected from the other untreated animals in the group. So treat the entire group. Another reason that the products might not be working as you expect them to is because you're using the wrong type of product for the specific parasites that you have in your animals. Injectables, for example, don't work well against biting lice, as these are only on the surface of the skin and they're not exposed to the product if they're injected. While if you part the hair, you can often see the lice. The only way to really know exactly which parasite you're dealing with is for your vet to come and take a skin scraping from the hairless areas. Have a look under the microscope and see exactly which parasite is causing the problem. You can then discuss with your vet what is the best treatment plan for your farm.